Hello everyone, and welcome to the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDO stream, youtube.com/Dungeons & Dragons/live, and facebook.com/DDO Unlimited. Thank you very much for being here. Really appreciate it. Happy 12th anniversary Dungeons & Dragons Online. The calendar itself is a little sketchy in terms of exactly what DDO's start date is, but formally we recognize February 28th as the launch day for DDO Stormreach back in February 28th, 2006. We technically had a head start somewhere around a weekish beforehand where people started getting in. There was a formal, I believe, pre-start on February 26th, but the formal day where you could go to your local retailer, purchase the game, and log into the game world was February 28th back in 2006. So happy 12 years today, Dungeons & Dragons Online. I am going to be having some fun on the live game world today in celebration of our 12th anniversary. Thank you very much for being here. Really appreciate it. So, news, not a whole lot of news, frankly, to talk about. At this point, we are hoping to get update 38 to Lamania very soon. We shall see exactly when that is. Probably early-ish next week is the current thinking. But stay tuned for more information as to when exactly we're going to be doing various things. Otherwise, I guess I would mention this is the final weekend for the anniversary event, so now is a good time to get those party favors. The party favors do not expire, so if you would like to save them for next year, if you didn't get enough to get that Kobold Sentient Jewel, that's fine. It'll be around next time as well. Nonetheless, though, you have until kind of mid-morning on Monday before QA shows up and turns things off. So that's the planio. Hope you're having a good time with the party event. I know I am. I've been doing a whole ton of the runs. Probably, I'm getting 10 minutes or less at this point. And I don't know what your general goal is, but that's about what I've been doing. There we go. Dropping some wizard hats in the live game world. Going to be dropping a little bit of gear. I don't know that I'm going to make it to all 8 servers on the stream here, so some of this may have to kind of be off hours, but I'm going to do my best to do a quick visit on all of the worlds. Let's see, what else should I do? The Invisible Mini Stalker seems to be pretty popular as well. Let me do that one. Lucky Hat is another popular one. And how about the Winter Wolf Pup? And just for funsies, because, you know, I like to make things difficult for people. A purple worm. That's true. The it does look pretty funny to drop all these bags of things. DDO would be in the 6th grade if it was a kid? Oh yeah, probably. Yep. Man, you guys are taking your time on that purple worm. Alright, I'm heading over to the next server. Short and sweet on each server, but I do have a bunch of servers to get to, and only an hour from which to get to them. So I'll be making quick visits to all the worlds here today. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. If you have not seen it yet, we do have the Artificer Renegade Master Maker up on the DDO forums, in addition to version 2 of the Druid's Pass, and actually version 2 of the Renegade Master Maker as well. So if you're interested in those class works, please check out the forums, give us your feedback. Now is a great time to get your feedback heard on it. We do have... That was weird. We do have plans to work on Wizard next, although I don't know exactly when that's going to be. It's just sort of the nebulous next after we get done with all the stuff that we're doing right now. So, you know, no time frame to announce. But we do intend to work on casters next. I can do some visible mini stalkers. Pet rocks. And those wizard's hats, because I know that those are pretty hard to find right now. I haven't done a lot of distribution of them yet, so good time to do so. Let's see, what might be a good thing to spawn in this world? I could always do another worm, but let's see. Do a bunch of those. Get us more force spells already. Hey, King Cosma. Hey, Woody Rocker. Nice to see you. When is the next double crafting XP weekend? Soon. We have heard from folks that you really want that crafting XP, which is somewhat unusual in terms of... it's typically not our most popular bonus, but with the sentient weapons and that currently being a thing, there's a real interest in it, so I think we'll be doing that fairly soon. Let's see. How about... one more thing, and then I'll move on to the next. If you try to search by dragon in our thing, it's not the easiest, because we have a lot of things that have dragons in them. How about... I can't do Vela. So Vela doesn't work. Vela does not actually spawn well in a live game world because it's too scripted. So that's why I can't do Vela. My audio is weird, at least on my end here. I don't know if you guys are hearing it, the audio weird on your end or not, but it's coming through very strange for me on my headphones. Alright, that's it with that. Let's move on to the next world. There are dragons in Dungeons & Dragons Online? Yes. Ironically, there were not when the game launched in 2006, but that was very quickly remedied with Vela. Alright, can I do A, C, D, E, F, G? Alright, so I can do the alphabet. But anyway, to answer that question of when is the next bonus weekend, let me see if I can actually find that for you. I don't know when it is. I know I told the person who puts together the schedule to do it soon, but I'm not sure exactly what that means. Yeah, we don't have our bonuses set up beyond this weekend, unfortunately. Haha, I'm way up here. I like that purple worm. That was a good one. I think I'll do that one again. It's true there's a dragon in Korthos, but there was no Korthos back in 2006. Unfortunately, you know, if you saw the 10th anniversary stream, you'll know I went back to some of those old tutorial areas that happened in 2006. Some of them are still around, and some of them are not. Some of that physical space has been used by other stuff, unfortunately. So we can't just directly open it back up. There we go. Let me see what would be another fun thing to spawn. How about... Let's see if this works. No, they just die right away because of the way it works. Yeah, unfortunately that one's not going to work. I could do drow scorpions, though. Man, you guys are... It's too easy. Alright, let's see. How about... I wonder if I can actually spawn this guy. Hi, Warforged Titan. I might be able to do that. Isn't Crystal Cove the original Kobold Island or something like that? Yeah, that's correct. It is actually, or not Crystal Cove, but the challenge is. I'm gonna have to manually get rid of this guy. Oh, this will be fun. Alright, let me do one more drop and then move on to the next world. Baby Beholders? That's a cool idea. I don't think I can do Strahd either, because Strahd is so scripted that just putting him in a public world like that isn't really going to function correctly. But let me see about that Warforged Titan. Heading over to Facebook comments. Lunchtime live stream, high school almost over for the day. That's nice. Bought the disc at launch. I did too. Did you get the CD or DVD of it? I believe I have the CD version. Still have it to this day, of course. I think a lot of us who started playing back in the day still have our boxes. Strahd's hate. Oh gosh, that would be tough. Will we ever see a Dragonlance expansion? I would never say never, but it's definitely not on our short list. I'm not sure what the reality of being able to do something like that actually is. Licensing on Dragonlance, from my relatively uneducated understanding, is difficult. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. But you never know. There was a time where doing classic modules in DDO would have seemed like a near impossibility. So who knows what the future will bring. And why don't I do the nicest item I can give out? The good old Shen's robe. Let's see what else might be fun to spawn. Let me see about... This may not work, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. Not even damaging it, are they? Maybe that one can't be damaged. Alright, let me perhaps get rid of that guy then. And let's see about doing this guy. Oh, God. That's so terrible. I'm gonna have to do it. Sorry, Kyberians. You're all gonna die. Living disintegrates. Okay, they're taking damage, so they can be killed. Yeah, that sounds great, Donna. You know, this was just kind of a spur-of-the-moment thing. I recognize that not everyone's going to be able to take part. If I can do it later this week, I might well hop on at night at some point. I don't know if Strahd can be beaten, though. Looks like maybe he can't. That poor tat. Alright. Fortunately, Strahd can't be beat. I was a little afraid of that. It's okay. Oh, the Hound is still around. Alright. Man, these living disintegrates are causing them some trouble. That is a good one. That's almost as good as the Death Cube. Let's see if I can find it. Oh man, they took care of that, no problem. Oh man, what happened to my cube? Coaching. No, taking care of them too quick. I think it has a different name, and that's why I'm not finding it. Alright. Alright, time to go to the next world. How's it going? You need party favors. Yeah, don't we all? Just a quick reminder, those party favors do not deprecate, so if you save your leftovers, at the very least, and if you're saving up for, let's say, the Sentient Jewel of the Kobold or something, and you just can't get it done in time for this year, it'll be around in the future as well. All the militias. That's nice. restaurant outside of Ravenloft. Yeah, I know. It didn't work either, so there you go. Yep. How about... Man, I need to find a good thing to spawn. We'll just do a mass. See, hopefully I won't bring the world down here. Oops. That's a lot of Minotaurs. Okay, maybe that was too much. All right. Sorry, but not sorry. So Todd Shy, I can't... So beholders tend to be fairly heavy performance. Heavy, so it's probably not wise for me to spawn beholders. It wasn't wise for me to do this either, but I did it anyway. Alright, there we go. Maybe I should laugh. Still nice. It's pretty funny. We do a bunch of the wizard's hats. Now we'll move on to the next server. Sorlona, huh? Yeah. I love the chat. That's pretty fun. Yeah, you know. I can't be the only one to die. I've got to kill everyone on the server as well, right? Can we make party favors available in the store in future years? I mean, theoretically we could. I don't think that would be a real popular thing to do, though. Alejo. Have we already started working on White Plume Mountain? That's a good question. I think some early work is underway on White Plume Mountain. A lot of it is still kind of polishing up Update 38. But I think some of our content folks are doing that. Will Update 38 hit Lamania soon? Yes. I think there's a tentative plan of getting it out kind of first part of next week. I'm on the wrong. See, this is what's the problem with doing this on a live stream. I ended up causing a new instance to spawn. Let's see. How about... Holy moly, that's a lot of people. Oh, that's an idea. I think there's too many people in here. I'm Sorlona. I'm going to be killing the server. Yep, Sorlona is just too much. I think I'm going to have to move to instance 2. If it'll even let me. Yeah, okay. Kind of like what it was like for the 10th anniversary when I did this too. I had to kind of pop instances to be able to function correctly here. Sorry, Sorlonians. You guys are killing the world. I gotta probably duck out. The game needs an update on PvP or Guild War. Please see it after Endgame. No, have nothing to play. And Mountain Lorter have Horse. Use same engine of DDO. Couple of things there. So, PvP is not particularly popular in DDO. Never has been. And there are a bunch of people in our community who heavily lobby us to keep the amount of PvP development we do to a minimum. We just at this point do not have plans to expand PvP in DDO. There has been over the years thought about doing some kind of guild versus guild thing, but hard to say. I just don't see it happening, sorry. But in terms of the other piece there, let's see. It's true that Lord of the Rings Online has mounts and horses, and it's true that it is somewhat the same game engine, although what Lotro uses is an updated version of the game engine. So, and they also tend to be a much more of a large landscape-based game. Overall, the thinking has been that it doesn't work so much for Dungeons & Dragons Online. That's not to say it could never happen, but it's definitely not something we have a lot of plans to do. Any news on Remnant new items or rewards? Nothing to announce, although it's come up fairly recently. It's like, well, where should we put this or that or the other thing? Well, maybe that would make for a good Remnants thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see some new stuff get added to the mysterious Remnants vendor sometime in the relatively near future. Well, we have new content coming out soon. Yes, it should be on update 38. Should be on Lamania relatively soon, and then get to the live worlds, assuming nothing is, broken with it or whatever, in the relatively near future after that. So, I would say within a couple of weeks we should have new content potentially in the game. And if you want to find, I kind of want to be spoiler-free on what the content is. There's something that happens in the new content that just really kind of don't want to spoil at this point. You'll probably see it on Lamani if you're interested, and if you don't want to be spoiled, I'm not going to do that for you at this point. Something cool. It's cool. When I first heard what we were going to do for Update 38, I was like, oh yeah, that's rad. Let's see. Dang it. Fortunately, it's not going to work. Dang it. That's the problem when I try to spawn Militia. because it's waiting on something to happen. Okay. Who else wants a word? No, it seems to work. Stick around, make sure he doesn't become unkillable. Will White Plume Mountain be free for VIPs or purchase only like Ravenloft? It is not going to be an expansion. So that means yes, it'll be part of your VIP subscription. Alright. Got one more server here to do. So let me do that. Nice pumpkin heads. Nicely done. Kyber got stuff. I dropped stuff on Kyber. I'm pretty sure I did. Update 38 will be a House J revamp quest and Renegade Mastermaker, right? Correct. I don't believe the Druid work is quite ready for update 38 if we want to get update 38 out relatively soon. So I think Druid will probably be, well, I mean, it'll be when it's ready. I'd say there's a fairly good chance it'll be out in a patch to update 38, but we'll see what happens there. Update 38 is going to be an adventure pack, so you can purchase it if you are free or premium, and if you're VIP, you'll get it. I think, so I've heard some people say that, you know, they were a little disappointed in Renegade Mastermaker because it's not as uber powerful as, say, some of the other class work things we've done. I think, though, when people actually get on Lamania and see Renegade Mastermaker, I have a feeling people are going to change their mind a little bit on that. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll be wrong. He doesn't seem to be taking damage. Alright, let me get rid of him then. Find something else a little bit easier. How about, Where is Linabel? So if you go in the anniversary dungeon, so if you go to right, basically you talk to the kobold there, and then Scrag, and then you go into the main area and you go off to the right. You know where like Kintani, the black dragon, is in that? She is over by Kintani. Ha ha ha, I'm so large. I'm really tiny. There's a little old me right down here. I'm bigger than a pet rock is bigger than me. Let's do some of the yellow cubes. And finally, we'll do a couple of those scepters. Alright, finally, you know what? Let me head back to Argo real quick. I know Argo got a little bit of a short shrift because I kind of surprised him. Nobody was expecting me. Yeah, that honey is pretty funny in the Cordovan fight. So, the history of the Cordovan fight is really a matter of people constantly cheesing the boss, which is both hilarious and ironic and awesome. And so every year we try to do something to take care of the current tactic. And the tactic last year was basically kill him from outside of the room. So that's why we've got that that sort of fog mechanic we have this time. No, the hat does not work on the pet rock. As a matter of fact, the pet rock does not work with any cosmetics. And I'll do some of the scepters here. All right. So I've got that done. Let me do one monster. How about... Not that one. All right. Oh. I actually killed a few people on our go. Sorry, low-level people. Alright. That's gonna do it. Alright, thank you very much for watching this bizarre weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream. Happy 12 years Dungeons & Dragons Online. Thank you very much for being a part of this game's history. Thank you very much for being here. If you would like to give us a follow on Twitch, you'll be notified from when we go live with shows just like this. If you subscribe to us on YouTube, you'll get our videos on your subscription feed. And if you like us on Facebook, you'll get these live videos along with everything else that we post on there. Oh, this is this shirt. Sorry, let me see if I can get a good view of the shirt. This is a DDO shirt that was actually released for Gamescom back in the day. Let me see if I can turn around. Yeah. And they were employee-only shirts that we got for... I can't remember exactly. At one point, we thought they were all lost. And then we found a stash of them when we were cleaning out a closet. So we ended up having a few to give away. And I got one. So there you go. All right, thank you very much, everyone, for being here. I really do appreciate it. We have got Samus Garobo following the noob here in just a few moments over on DDO Stream. And we do have shows really throughout the week as well. So thank you very much for being here. Hope you had fun. I will see you again next Wednesday.